Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Baby Chiro. For those who don't know, I hope you like it enough to subscribe, share, comment, like, do the most. Today's video is gonna be a story time. Initially, I wanted it to be a story time slash mukbang, but I already ate, so I have like 2 wings left. Yeah, so I'm gonna be having these zinger wings. I already had 4 dunked wings and 1 zinger wing. So we are also having panini. Yes. Okay. I drank this panini day before yesterday or yesterday in the AMs. So this is all that I've got. Yeah, so whatever. It's good. So let's get to the story. So today's story time is about the time, a horrible experience that I had with a boarding school, to an extent that we wanted to escape. So which year was it? I think it was 2019. Yeah, it was 2019. So I told my mom that I want to go to a boarding school, right? And then she found a boarding school with the help of this other lady. And then so I knew, like, let's say it's December, and then I knew that next year I'm going to that boarding school, right? Sure. So next year came, which was 2019 Jan. So there was like 4 of us. It was me. Okay, I'm gonna use their real names, man, because they already know the story. They're okay with it, and yeah, so I'm gonna use their real names. I hope they don't mind. Okay, I don't think they're gonna mind because it's like, it is what it is. So it was me, Beulah, Lindiwe, and Bunolo. Yeah, so that's 4 of us. So Bunolo and Lindiwe, they were from Northwest, and Mina, no, Beulah, we was from Gauteng, right? So they had to come from they had to come from Northwest to Gauteng. They have to travel from Northwest to Gauteng. So the boarding school that my mom found was based in Limpopo, right? Okay, cool. And they were so strict on the phone. They were so strict. And then, like, they didn't want us to come. They were like, no, we don't have space, da da da, and so on and so forth. So we went there either way. So there was this other lady that I'm not gonna mention her name because, so I'm not gonna mention her name, but there's this other lady that took us there. Okay, we're gonna name her Star because of the church that she goes to. Yeah, so we're gonna name her Star. So Star took us to Limpopo, right? We got there late, but those people, the owners of the school, they knew that we were coming. So yeah, they sent kids to come fetch us, and then they came, helped us carry the bags and everything, and then we went to that school. When we get there, guys, it's a village. The way they were so strict on the phone, I honestly thought, Uti, it's like, yo, damn, like the standards. Can't you open up how it's a village? Okay. Okay. I I'm siblings. The piece of watching all small stuff, Sana. So we get them. We sit under this huge tree that is facing the gate. And then okay, we get to know each other. It was only the four of us and the owner of the boarding school and the lady that is somehow the girl that takes care of us, if that makes sense. So they gave us new names. So I was Alia, right? I don't remember who Beulah and the rest of the girls were. I don't remember their names. So I was Alia, right? Okay. And then we went to the main house. So in that yard, it was a huge yard. Okay, not huge, but it was like a big yard. And then there was the main house, the kitchen. Like, they are separated. It's the main house, the kitchen, where we sleep, and the hostel, and where they they stored like things like blankets, pillows, and stuff like that, right? So okay, so we went to the main house, right, where the owners lived or slept. But yeah, we went to the main house, and then when we got there, we found out that they cooked. So they offered something to eat, and then all the girls said they were full, and of course me, I didn't say I was full. So I ate, and then they told us the rules. Okay, not all of the rules, but like they told us the process of how we're going to do things here. Like, we're gonna wake up at 5 or 4. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and then yeah, I think our parents already paid the school fees, or Star paid when we got there. I don't remember. I should sorry about that. Someone distracted me. Where was I? Okay. They were still telling us the process on how things are done, and everything. And then they told us that we need to tell our parents to pay for the uniform and everything. Like, okay, cool. And then the lady that I'm telling you about, that is the one that is responsible for taking care of us, she took us to the hostel, right? Yes. So when we got there, we found the rest of the girls. It was a girls' boarding school. It was a girl boarding school. Yeah, whatever that is. But it was boarding school for girls. So when we got there, there was a lot of girls. Maybe like 15 or yeah, but like there was quite a number of girls, young and old. Others were in grade 8, others were in 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. And then when we got there, they're like, you guys need to introduce yourselves. We introduced ourselves, and then they were like, we don't want any lesbians here, and we don't want any pregnant girls here. Mind you, one of us was already pregnant. I hope she's not gonna mind me talking about her situation, but like, we joke about it now. It's like, look how grown your baby is, to think that you was in a boarding school, we were in boarding school at the time, you were still pregnant and stuff. Like, we'll joke about it now, so I don't think she's gonna mind. So one of us was already pregnant, of which was Lindy Ubito one, right? She was pregnant already. So okay, after them introducing each other and all of that, we went to sleep. We couldn't sleep, guys. We couldn't sleep. Yeah, we couldn't. There was just a lot in our minds. Firstly, we were in a different province. Secondly, yo, there was a lot going on. Being in a boarding school really feels like your parents ditched you, or they sent you away because they don't love you anymore and stuff. Like, it feels horrible for me. It feels horrible. It feels like, yo, you know. Okay. We slept, and then they woke us up. Okay, they woke me up at 4 because I was about to do grade 11. I was about to go to grade 11. Remember, it's Jan, right? So I was going to be in grade 11, right? And then they woke me up, and then we had to use the JoJo tank for water. Like, we had to take water from the JoJo tank with buckets and then pour them in the, what do you call it, Ivascom, and then go to the showers and then get Ivascom in the showers, right? Because the water was cold in the shower anyway, so it didn't make sense to take a cold shower. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Someone disturbed me again. But it's cool. Here was I. Okay. So we bathed, and then we went to school. Firstly, we would walk to school. At 5 a.m., we would be on the road walking to school. 5 a.m. At 6, we must be at school. When you got there, guys, like, it's a normal school name, but home language is Pedi. Pedi. It was at this moment when I knew. You know that moment that yeah. So when we got there, home language is Pedi. And I'm like, oh heck no. Oh heck no. What? Guys, and I was no longer doing math and science at my previous school. So at this school, I don't know who gave them permission to put me in a math and science class, but I found myself doing math and science again with geography this time, and I was doing economics at my school. I've never done geography in my life apart from doing it as part of SS, social sciences, but like geography, bro, I was like, no, ain't no way. Like, I was so sad at school, like the whole day I was so sad, like you. And I was with 2 of the girls that I come from the hostel with, which was Unosipho and Unozipo, right? And they kept on asking each other if I'm okay. They kept on being like, is she okay? And then they asked me if I'm okay, and I'm like, I'm okay. But I wanted to cry. I did it.
What did that?
I'm not done, Anati. I'll tell you when I'm done.
Yeah.
Go watch cartoons or something, please.
Cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, they kept on asking me if I'm okay, and I said no. But deep down, I was really, really not okay. So it was now lunchtime. I went outside to look for the girls that I came here in Limpopo with, right? So I found one of them. Which one did I find? I think Beulah or Bonolo. Beulah and Bonolo were in the same grade. They were in grade 10. Yeah. And then we found each other eventually. So we found each other, and then we just sat there, guys. Like, we didn't even have something to eat because like there was a lot going on, as I said. So even when we were at home, like at the hostel, we wasn't even thinking of getting a lunchbox, you know. And even at school, like Lento would say, okay, we have to eat. It wasn't even clicking in our minds the way we were so stressed, the way we were like, no, 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 no. There's no way we are going to settle in this place. There's no way we are going to spend years in this school, in this place. Like, there's just no way. Like, no, no, no. Yeah, but we was not communicating about it. Like, we were unhappy. Ne? We knew that we are unhappy, but like we was not communicating about it, you know, like how disappointed we are and how much we want to go back home, right? And then, okay, Lindy was the only one who was complaining about being hungry because obviously she was pregnant, right? So it made sense. Now it makes sense. Back then it didn't make sense. Like, we were like, girl, we are stressed and you are worried about food? You're worried about food? Seriously? But again, it's fine. And then what happened? Oh yeah, after break we went back to classes, and then yo, hey sana. Umuntu went through a lot at a young age. So after school, the girls from hostel, they were like, okay guys, we should go home now. And we were like, no, you guys can leave us behind, it's fine. We are coming, yeah. We are coming, but just not now. Yeah, bo. Okay, they left us behind, and then we went to the garage to get like snacks, yeah, bo. And then we ate those snacks, and that is when we opened up to each other that, nah, guys, no, this is just not it. Like, me, I wanna go back home. And we was like, yo, same. Like, what is this? What is this? Now we are going on and on and on. How about waking up early? Hey, bathing with cold water. Hey, this and that. We didn't even get breakfast in the morning. Hey. We don't have nothing to eat. Now we are venting. We're like, bro, like, no, we can't. Like, we have to make a plan. A plan has to be made. We have to come up with a plan. Like, no way. And then we probably chilled for like 10 minutes, and then we went home. When we got there, it was on a Friday because we got there on Thursday. So it was on a Friday. When we got back home, we found everyone sitting under the same chair that they were sitting last night, right? I found everyone sitting there, and then the owner of the house, the lady of the house, called us, and we went there, and she was like, "Hi guys, how are you guys?" And we're like, "We're good." And then she asked us like one by one, "How was school?" So all of us were like, "Nah, school was fine. It's cool." And then the drama queen, Lindy, was like, "Oh, those people were too loud. People they were too loud. I'm used to middle seat at school, so like, it didn't do it for me." Like, bro, stop, yo. And then that lady was like, "Yeah, hey, boo, okay." So you could see, man, or you could tell, or would say she's used to dealing with girls. So such attitudes and stuff, like she just finds them funny instead of taking them like personal, you know. Yeah, she just finds them funny. So she was like, okay. And then she instructed the lady that takes care of us to go and fetch drumsticks since we are new. So we're gonna be having drumsticks, and then just to welcome us, type thing, you know. And then she went to fetch the drumsticks. She went to fetch up as well, and the soup. Guys, oh, that food was not so hygienic. Like hygiene, bandla, hygiene. Oh. The hygiene was not hygienic. Firstly, the pap was like, I don't know. It was as if it was cooked outside with the lid open. Like it was not so clean. It was somehow it was dry, you know. Okay, like you know when you eat something that you don't like, you eat it with your two fingers like this. Me. And Lindy was eating like, yo, she was eating, and we was eating like this, and we was looking at her like, you know, pregnancy will humble you. You pregnancy, it'll humble you. She might wanna lie. So we ate, and then they took back the leftovers to the kitchen, and then that lady, she told us that we were not supposed to tell the other girls to go home and then remain behind. We were not supposed to do that when we are outside the gate. Like everywhere we go, actually, like we are family, we are one thing. So we are supposed to do stuff together. We were not supposed to tell them to leave us behind. I was like, okay, cool. And later on that day, Beulah asked to use her phone. Yeah, she asked that lady to give her her phone, and then she did. And then she called her mom, and she was like, "Mom, I want to come back home. I cannot do this anymore. I want to come back home." And then I called my mom as well, and I was like, "Bro, I can't do this anymore. Like, I want to come back home. This place is not so deep." I was like, "When I come back," and we was crying. Like we were sitting in a corner now, where no one's gonna see us, and then we were crying. I was like, "Ma, I can't." And then now our parents started to stress, and then we went back to our room, right? And like we were sleeping in those double beds, you know, those double beds, like there's a bed here and then there's a bed on top. So there were like there was like 4 beds, 1 2 1 2 in the same room, in one room. So, and then they also told us that they are going to separate us because we can't be close with each other like that, just the 4 of us, and not be close with other girls, right? Okay. And later on that day, like it was at night, yeah, I don't know who came up with the idea of escaping. Yeah, I don't know. I can't recall, honestly. And then, yeah, one of us came up with the idea of escaping. Yeah. We was like, guys, how about we escape? How about we take our bags, throw them outside, because there was no wall. It wasn't a wall. It was a fence, right? So it was like, throw away our bags like outside, and then we jump, and then we catch a taxi, and then we fly. We don't know the place. Firstly, we don't know where we are. Like, we don't know anything. So I don't know, where did we take the audacity, the nerve, to even plan, to even think that we will be able to pull it off. But we just told ourselves that we are doing it, we are doing this, you know. And then yeah, we planned it. Like, we was like serious about it, like it was a meeting type of thing. We was like, no guys, we have to go, like we have to, because what is this? Seriously, what's this? Okay, so me being me, one thing about me in my mind, if I tell myself that I'm gonna wake up in the AMs, trust me, I am gonna wake up in the AMs, with or without an alarm. With or without an alarm, I am gonna wake up at in the AMs, right? That's just how I am. So in the AMs, I wake up and I'm like, it's time. And then I wake them up and they're all like, And I'm like, hey bro, these girls. I'm like, dude, we have to leave. We have to leave like now. You guys are sleeping. And we have a mission. Remember, we're leaving. We're supposed to leave. I'm like, I'm doomed. Because I was the only one who was up. I'm like, I'm doomed. I tried to wake Lindy up. She's like, I tried to wake Beulah up. She's like, I tried to wake Bonon up. She's like, And then I was like, I'm defeated. Like, at this particular juncture, there's nothing that I can do. There's literally nothing that I can do. You know? And I went back to sleep. In the morning, we probably woke up at 6 or 7. And then they were like, hey, well, guys, we said we were escaping. What is this now? Why didn't we wake up? And I'm like, are you guys, I told you to wake up. I woke you guys up and you guys didn't want to wake up. And you're like, really? And I was like, yes. What do you mean, really? Yes. Yeah. After that, we was like, oh guys, we need to come up with another strategy. We need to come up with a new plan on how we're gonna do this, because there's no way that we're gonna live here in this place. There's just no way. And then, okay, we came up with a new plan now. So because Beulah and Bonolo were in the same grade, we was like, okay, you guys are gonna pretend as if you're going to a Saturday class. You guys have a Saturday class, and then Lindy and I are gonna pretend as if we're walking you guys to school, and then we're gonna, I don't know, do something or come up with something, because you can't really talk Lana, you know. And then okay, deep breath. I'm still busy editing the story time video because I want to upload now. So I just realized that it's way too long to be one video. So I decided to make part 1 and part 2. I decided to separate the videos and make it part 1 and part 2, right? So immediately after uploading part 1, I'm gonna upload part 2 so that there won't be any confusion, or you know. Yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and please don't leave without subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I love you guys so much, and thank you for their support. And yeah, catch you in the next one. Bye.